Hi, I'm Celia Berk. I'm Chief Talent Officer of Young and Rubicam Group, which is one of the largest holding companies for marketing communications in the world. Some of the best practices for job seekers using social media is to really look at social media as the context for their professional persona. Some employers call it thinking about your personal brand. Others think about it as the opportunity to tell your story, both personally and professionally. So you have to think of all the different touch points that a company will look at or access as you're doing a job search. The most obvious one is LinkedIn because everybody uses it and recruiters love it, so they're not going away from it anytime soon. When we look at social channels from an HR perspective, there's no question that LinkedIn is it. Everyone understands that it is the platform literally around the world for a professional persona. So whether you're a candidate or a passive candidate or a future job seeker or a recruiter or a company representative, you're going to look on LinkedIn. So that's the first thing. Beyond that, we tend to look a lot at Twitter to see if someone is tweeting. We will look at individual sites that are emerging. There are things like About Me. Depending on the kind of job you're recruiting for, people may have their own personal website. We may end up in Facebook. You tend not to assume that you're going to see the professional persona on Facebook, but all roads lead back to LinkedIn. There's no question. It's an interesting question about online versus traditional resumes. I'm not sure there's really a difference between the two. You can argue that one is just an electronic version of the other. But in fact, when you have an online resume, you have opportunities to be creative, to format, to make it continually updated so that it's the most current expression of who you are professionally. But there are lots of different formats that resumes can take. You have your profile on LinkedIn, and then of course you may have a resume attached to it. You may have a website with a creative portfolio and a section that includes a traditional resume. But if all you do is take a paper resume and put it online and don't take advantage of the opportunity to give it a flair, to give it a format, to maybe give it links that take you somewhere else, then you're missing an opportunity. You know, most HR people, if they were honest, would tell you that they have a debate with themselves and a debate with each other about the extent to which you factor in what you find on the web and in social media sites when you're evaluating a candidate. My personal feeling is, if you as an adult chose to put something out there, then it's fair game. Nobody did it to you, you did it to yourself. And if you're using it wisely, you're creating this incredibly powerful context and professional story about yourself that says, this is who I am. And all the pieces start to come together in a way that no one resume can ever capture in you. And so you can really follow it out.